Hello. What's up, bruh? Alright, so today I'm gonna be filming a hooded eye fall makeup look kind of thing. And I do have lash extensions, so it'll make this a lot easier. But if you don't, you can just pop on some lashes as well. Excuse my hair. I just showered and I'm letting it air dry and it's like a mess. I don't know what to do with it. It's so dead and gross and I don't even want to style it anymore, so don't know what to do, but let's get to it.
Hello. So I know my intro was kind of all over the place. I didn't know what I was going to do with this video, but then I decided we're going for the hooded eyes. So I'm just going to do my basic face routine. I'm using the Fenty Beauty Primer and the Fenty Beauty Foundation. I'm in the shade 290 for anyone wondering. I love this foundation so much. It smooths out the skin so beautifully and full coverage. Very, very full coverage. I used to use the Dior Forever and now this one tops that. So if you haven't tried it, you need to go try it. It's bomb as fuck. And I'm using the Morphe M439 foundation brush. And then I go in with the Bobbi Brown Corrector in the shade Bisque, just to cancel out any dark circles, because it has that pink undertone, so it's gonna, you know, do its magic. And then I go in with the Urban Decay concealer. I forgot what it's called, the water, I don't even know. But I think it's the shade medium, light medium. And I'm just gonna put this in the high points of my face. One good tip that I've learned from an artist of mine, a coworker, when you're blending out the concealer like this, blend out the nose last, like that line, just so it dries out. So if you do want to contour your nose, it's going to be a lot easier. It's not going to just like blend in with everything, if you know what I mean. And then I'm going to use my RCMA No Color Powder. And I'm just going to bake my entire face because your girl is super oily. And really push it into the skin too. Don't just like let it all lay on top. Like push it on the skin and then pat it on the skin. Because we want that shit to stay, you know? Then I go in with the Studio Fix by MAC, the powder foundation, in the shade NC40, just to set my entire face. And of course I go in with the same bronzer, Give Me Sun by MAC. This is my favorite bronzer. I've tried other bronzers, it's just, I don't know, I'm just like addicted to this one. I can't let go. It's my baby. And I'm using the Morphe M527 brush, just in case you guys were wondering. Then just dust off any excess powder you have from the bakage. So my dumbass didn't know this was upside down, but it's the Mineralize blush by MAC in the shade Ray Beam. Then I just contoured the bottom of my lip just to make it look a little bit more pouty. Gotta spray that Fix Plus in between. Boom, brows are done. Let me know down below if you guys want to see a brow tutorial. When you're working with hooded eyes, you don't have a crease, so you have to create your own crease. So I'm taking this transition color. You can use any transition color you'd like. You always want to go from light to dark. And then I'm just putting this basically everywhere. And I'm using the Morphe M441. It's like a long, tapered, fluffy brush, great for transition colors. So what I like to do to help find my crease is use the back of my brush and just poke where that bone is, and that's where your crease would be. I also like lifting my eyebrows up, as you can see. That also helps me see like a shadow and a guideline of where I should place the darker shadows. As I go darker with the eyeshadows, I switch my brushes. So here I'm using the Morphe M433, I believe. It just helps you get more control when you're using darker colors. And then after I place the dark colors in the crease and deepen everything up, I switch back to the M441, the fluffy brush, just to make sure there's no harsh edges, everything's blended, your life's okay, you can stay calm. So yeah, just keep adding more, deepening it up, going back in, blending it out. So now I'm taking this contour shade from the Kat Von D contour palette and using the Morphe M507. This brush is amazing, you need it for this job. For like cut creases, smoky eyes, it's perfect to like wing out eyeshadow, which is exactly what I'm doing right now because it has like that perfect little point. Then I just use the same colors that I used on my lid, put them on my lower lash line, start with the transition color and go darker and darker. I'm using this pencil brush by Morphe, I believe it's the E36, and this flat definer brush. I'm not sure which one it is, I can't find it right now, but just use that to make it look like it's kind of like eyeliner. And then I clean off that E36 and then I highlight my brow bone, and then I did a little too much on the side, so I just blended it out. To highlight my inner corners, I'm using Crystal Avalanche by MAC, but it's now discontinued. If you want something similar, you can use nylon and like spray some Fix Plus. It can get pretty bright too. Then just brush out my lash extensions because it was getting kind of nasty. And this Fenty Beauty Ultimate Gloss, I think that's what it's called. I could be totally wrong, but I love this gloss. It's so good. You guys can pair any look with this look. It's such a neutral, easy, quick, simple look you can just pull together. And then highlight my cheekbones with some Gilded Honey. Spray your face and you're good to go.
This is the finished look. Very simple. I used like 3 colors on my eyes. So thank you for watching. If you guys want to see more different types of videos, let me know down below.